right. Let me hit the record button so YouTube doesn't kick me off. YouTube's famous for that. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the MLO Live Show. Super excited to have my dear friend Devin Dubuque is back in the house.
No. We got to talk about the real man. The
I
GOAT,
know, man,
Brad
but
Brondt,
like,
is back
Devin's
in the
back.
house, man.
Brad is the master of the hour. So here we go, man. Looking good,
But
bro.
it's
How
good to
you
be
doing?
back, man. Good to be back.
What
Good
up,
to have you
boys?
back. Good to have
What
you back.
up?
What up? What up?
So, man, Brad, what you been up to, man? You doing all right?
I'm great, man. I took my daughter. I took my daughter to her first concert the other night. I'm pretty sure she experienced all three things: the casino, live music, and secondhand weed smoke. Which I don't know about the last thing. Probably the last thing's probably not a good thing. But we were at a distance, so hopefully it wasn't too much.
That's good, man. That's good.
How's your daughter, Brad? How's your daughter?
6.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Oh, wow. I can't believe she's already 6. Oh,
I
my
remember
God.
when she was born, man. That's
Dude,
crazy.
I love reggae rock. Like I grew up listening to Sublime, and there's all these cool
Amen.
bands out that I listen to, and there's one called the Dirty Heads, and she's been
Yep.
listening to them. She's been singing some of their music since she was 3 years old. So like when I saw they were playing live, it was like a last minute decision. I'm like, do you want to go down to AC and see a concert? She's like, yeah. I'm like, let's go.
AC&C. So you took us to some reggae?
Yeah, it was like a reggae rock. So they Rome opened up. Rome was like the lead man for Sublime for many, many years until
Yep.
recently. 311 played, so she got to see
Killer
311
concert,
live.
man.
Yeah, it was great.
And she was good? She loved it?
Oh, she was great. My best friend too, Frank. He's like one of my day ones. He was the best man in my wedding, and I was in his. And he brought his daughter Violet, who's also 6. So like,
Mm,
yeah, it was cool. She had a friend.
that's awesome, man. Good
So
stuff.
I used to have a Dirty Head song on here, man, and I'm realizing it's
Did
not on
you?
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've put it on
it's
here.
probably Vacation because
is Vacation.
because
Is that-
it's the perfect song when you love your occupation.
That's 100%, man. You already know, my brother.
That is her favorite song, Devin.
It's a great song.
Is it?
It's a great song, and it's so suiting for this call. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. What's it called? I got to listen to
Oh,
it now.
don't worry. I'll end. We'll end
Okay.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll have it on there. Don't worry.
Lynn Goss in the house. What's up, girl?
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Len, what's up?
So,
What's up, my friend? Just on the phone the other day with you.
I know.
Hard not to
you gonna
talk to
get that-
Brad,
you
man.
gonna fire
He's
up that
out of work.
webinar fuse, Lynn? Come on, man.
Absolutely. It's on my list for Monday.
All right, good. Well, man, Brad called me yesterday, and then I missed the call, called him back, and of course he always fires me up, and sometimes I fire him up, but mostly he fires me up. So he's doing some really cool stuff, always building. I don't know. Did you even sleep last night, Brad? Like, probably not, but
4 hours. I've been going. I get up now at 4:30 and I walk to the gym. So that's like my morning routine.
Okay.
I walk to the gym. It's like 30 minutes there, and I work out. Then 30 minutes home. That's my cardio. So
there
I
you
don't-
go. There
I
you
don't
go. That's
sleep.
nice, man. Good stuff. So you brought up and is Martine here? I don't know if Martine's here, but Martine would appreciate this. If he's not, hopefully I'll do the recording for him, make sure he gets it, but I don't see him. So Martine is doing similar stuff right now, so we can share stories. And before we get started, Brad, I got a $3 million bank statement construction loan on Friday, and they found me on ChatGPT. So I know we were talking about that. But this is what you're doing is taking it a whole nother level, because mine was organic, but yours is paid, and it's very little money. Tell us some success stories that you've had over the last couple weeks, just doing this short term.
I mean, so like just the last week, I mean, I got from Facebook, like people say Facebook ads suck, but like this weekend I got a $385,000 contract, and then we pre-approved somebody yesterday for $400,000 and sent the pre-approval to our an agent that we work with. And then we have a guy that's negotiating a contract with his neighbor. We have another pre-approval we sent out yesterday that was a little bit lower. Like we're having a bunch of conversations and sending out pre-approvals, and we have it dialed in, but like this is all on our newest campaign because I keep building shit and then just deleting everything so I could teach my community. Like everything I do, like I have a loan officer community. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I build a system on high level, but there's a premier version of that where we offer websites and content creation, training, the whole thing. And everything I do, I actually try. Like I do it in my own mortgage business. I'm not like a guru, like, hey, do this thing. And I haven't originated a loan in years. I'm actually doing it. Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just endless opportunities we're creating, and it's while I sleep. It's while I'm sitting on the toilet. It's while I'm hanging out with you guys, leads are coming into my system.
And I
So,
know Kathleen's having success too, so she's here. There's a couple other people you mentioned yesterday who are just spitballing, but there's a couple other people that are having some success. Paul Dolan, Kathleen Connerty, like I know she's doing the same thing. So congrats to you for building this, man. So what are you doing? What are you running ads to?
well, we run a 3-part campaign. And I'm going to teach you guys one part today, but like it's basically there's 3 campaigns, and the last campaign you do when you're ready, and that's your cold lead outreach. But like the campaign we start with is what we call the spin cycle. So it's basically, which is what I'm going to teach you guys today. Just imagine like a drying machine. You throw the clothes in there on spin cycle, they just kind of turn and turn and turn until they're dry. They spit out into a laundry basket. So that's the idea here with the first approach to our campaign structure is the spin cycle, because we want to stay in front of the people who already engaged with us. Right. So that's the
Yeah.
first thing that's the first thing we teach is how to generate content on the regular, and then how to put dollars behind it and be intentional about who we're putting it in front of.
And are you, when you say intentional with the people that already are friends of yours, or
Correct. So what we do is we build audiences. We
Yeah.
call them retention audiences. The reason I call them retention, besides what the word means, is because they're the longest period of retention. So different audiences on Facebook have different retention periods. So for instance, you can retain visitors to your website. So anybody that visits your website in the last 180 days, that's maximum retention. Your Facebook and Instagram engagement, anybody that's sent you a message or engaged with your Instagram or Facebook profile, and there's other ways of engagement, that's maximum retention up to 365 days. Anybody that's in your CRM, right? And then also anybody that follows your pages. So like what we're doing is we're creating different audiences. So we have audiences for our business page, but also for our personal page. Like a lot of people, what they do, and I posted something about this on my Facebook the other day, the people that brag, like they brag about, I built my business on referrals, but yet they have a $100 million leads book on their shelf. Like they're decorating their office with Alex Hermosi stuff. Like, cool, like he's so cool, he does ads, but they don't do it. And then they brag about the fact that they don't do it, but they are doing it. They advertise every day, but they just don't want to put money behind it.
crazy?
Right. So,
Okay, yeah.
so like with a personal page, I see it all the time. People will post like business stuff and it doesn't get any engagement. What gets engagement is like my post the other day where I took my daughter to the concert. However, when people engage with that stuff, I can now create custom audiences for my business page that mirrors my personal page. Like I have a business page. I have multiple Brad Brondt business pages for advertising different businesses, and they look like a personal page, but they're not. But then I make these audiences so that I can actually run paid advertising against people who are engaged with me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Trojan
That sounds pretty
horse.
sick, dude. What's that? What's that,
It's
Dad?
the Trojan horse, right? You know, you get them in there looking at the family stuff and what you're doing in life. And then when they engage, now all of a sudden in the back door, you're infiltrating and marketing to them.
I mean, that's the idea, and it really comes down to pay dollars, and I think that's the piece that people don't want to do. I don't know if it's like a monetary thing; they don't want to spend the money, or they just have this disbelief that Facebook ads don't work. Facebook ads do work. I literally got a $385,000 contract 2 days ago, right?
And
That
so,
I get.
so was it somebody that didn't know you or knows you, or like tell us about who this
No,
person
they
is?
didn't know
They don't
me.
know
In
you.
fact, in
Okay.
fact, the one that we sent out came from a Facebook ad. The other one came from Facebook ads, but they told Craig, my business partner, yesterday that I've been watching Brad's videos for the last year. I just finally was ready. And that's the whole thing is our whole approach. People jump into advertising and there's a few things they do wrong. Number one, they just run cold ads. Like they run a static image to join my webinar. Like I see it all the time. It's a Rico play. Join my webinar. Then when I look at their page, they're not running any retargeting, no brand awareness, no indoctrination. And the thing is, that's all they do, but there's a few things that you have to understand. There's a larger market formula. So 60% of the people that are in your market are unaware. They're not even thinking about buying a house.
Right.
So, right.
point.
So now you
Good
serve
point.
them this ad, they come into your system, they get spammed to death. You position yourself as a used car salesman. Now you've talked them out of working with you the minute they decided that they might want to work with you. And then you're doing nothing to indoctrinate them. And that's where the second statistic comes in. Google, like this is an official Google statistic that in order for somebody to make a buying decision, they have to consume 7 hours of your content, through 11 different touch points through 4 different channels. But what people do is they run one ad and they spam the shit out of them with email and SMS, and they expect these people that didn't know them 2 seconds ago to make the biggest buying decision of their life to work with you, right? So like that's the thing, and like with what we do at the spin cycle, it's just one part of our entire ad campaign. The reason I said we're getting referrals from it is because we are. I have people mentioning my shit all the time. Like, I saw your video. I saw your video. I went to a birthday and a local guy, Joe, said, "Hey, I got to get with you on a home equity loan. I keep seeing your videos pop up in my newsfeed. It made me think of you."
Mm.
Right?
And these are people that are seeing your ads, but but I think the bigger point is 60%. Like, guys, if you're multitasking, this is a big one. 60% of the people aren't thinking about buying, selling, or investing. So, but if you continually show up, and I talk about this all the time, Brad, I talk about, like, when that reticular activator kicks in, that's when they start seeing your stuff. They see it subliminally, depending on what you're talking about and sharing. But yeah, so when you so what I heard you say is when you get something hot, like you and your daughter, you take it to your business page and then you run ads to it, which looks like a business of your, now it's your mortgage business instead of your personal page.
Well, no, what I do is, sorry if I confuse you guys. My personal page, I don't run ads from, but I can create custom audiences from my personal page. So what
Okay.
I do is I create custom audiences based on people who engage. So now if I do something with my daughter or eating lunch or whatever people take pictures of these days, coffee pots at 4 o'clock in the morning to brag that they got up early.
That's right.
When I do that stuff and now these people engage with it, right? Now it pulls them into my other audiences over here that I can promote my ad services. And I could separate the two and I could say, this is for personal and I'm just going to put funnel in there. And then this one over here, I'm going to be really intentional about my business and I'm going to run paid advertising to these people.
Now, why don't you do it from your personal page? Why don't you run to your
You
select
can't.
audience?
You
You, what
can't,
about
like,
a boost?
you can't, and I don't want to, like, I don't want to confuse anyone. You can run an ad from your personal page, but you can only boost ads. You can't actually go into the ad account and run an actual ad and build different campaigns.
Okay. So you wouldn't suggest, and maybe I've been wrong, so I'm just going to throw it out there. Like when you have a viral post that of something that you did that a ton of people are reacting to, and you boost that post to every one of your friends so that they have a better chance of seeing it to keep it going to remind people who you are, what you do for a living, you wouldn't recommend that.
No, I don't. In fact, I don't want my post to go viral. I hate
Okay.
every idea of virality because you know what virality means? I did something stupid. Like I don't know, put a clown nose on or something. Like it's going to create an audience of people that have no intent of making a buying decision with me. You
Got
know
it.
what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah,
look,
yeah, yeah.
it's all great. Like, and that's what they do. People chase virality. Like, there's people that can do it. Like Neil Dingra, like fill in the blank.
Yeah,
There's people like that. But Neil ain't selling loans anymore. He's selling
yeah,
coaching. So it's great that
yeah,
he goes viral,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Gotcha.
like what I want, what I want is I create like one of my other campaigns is my awareness campaign. I run like intentionally, I run 5-minute videos just so I could build an audience based on anybody who's watched a video 25% or more. Right? Because a video of me doing this, just talking about mortgage shit, the people that are going to watch a minute or more, or a minute and 30 seconds or more of a video probably have intent to buy a house. But
Gotcha.
60% of those people are not ready to buy a house right now, but they're learning from me. And then what that does is it positions me as the authority. I'm indoctrinating, and now they become a part of my retention audience. And see, what I do is like, I'm going to teach you guys how you can do it for as little as $5 a day, but I try to post. And it doesn't happen all the time, but if it doesn't happen, no big deal. But I try to post something once a day, Monday through Friday, and then I run an ad to that specific thing for $50 total campaign life budget. So what
Got it.
happens is if I can do that consistently, if I post once a day, 5 days a week, that's 260 ads I'm going to serve to the people in my retention audience. And at $50 a day, it's, not to get into the math here, or
$5 a day, you said, right?
I do $50 per, like I said, and I'll show you guys
Okay.
both like how you can do it for as little as $5, but I'll show you what I do. And
Okay.
I have a reason I do it. I pick $50 over a 7-day period for each ad.
Got
And
it.
the reason why is because it's it's going to basically serve it to like 10,000 people, right? So I'm going to set 10,000 impressions. So I'm going to ensure that 260 ads run to 10,000 people over the next year.
Let me ask you a quick question, Brad. You know, it sounds like you're spending about $1,700 a month in that particular ad space. What kind of yield are you getting back on that? Like typically, you know, what's your return on that investment?
It's hard to say exactly because you're talking about two different things. It's like saying, hey, what's your return on investment on that shopping cart you put your face on? Right. So that's the biggest thing, Devin, is it's like, but I have people telling me all the time, I'm watching your videos, I see your videos, I see people liking and sharing. So like the return's there, but you can't like for the spin cycle. And that's why I say you could do it for as little as $5 a day.
Yep.
You're always going to have return on ad spend as long as you're continuously doing it. Right. It's a great question, but it's hard to give you that monetary number without knowing all of the metrics because there's hidden metrics that aren't being accounted for.
Well, I guess my real question is, Brett, you know, over the last, I don't know, you've been doing this forever, right? Do you actually just track how many Facebook leads that you're getting per month and how many of those are actually converting? Because that's the equation, you know? So if you know how many leads you're getting and how many of those are converting, you really can work that math backwards and go, this is what it costs me to fund one loan. And so, I asked you because I did direct mail for a long time. So that's how I always did it. And I knew then it's like, okay, well, my spend is here. I'm making this much money per file. Duh, this is a no brainer, right?
Yeah. So I get leads at like, for my ad campaign, my lead campaign, I get leads at $6 a piece roughly. Right. So if I'm running at, and I don't know, you guys do the math without like going through all of my metrics right now because we just started running, but
in
do
the
the
middle
math.
of the show,
Yeah, like
let's
if I
calculate
get
it down to
if
the
I
penny.
get if I get on average 10 leads a day, right?
Yep.
And I get
You're
300
300 leads a month. Yep.
Yeah, right. And I'm spending $50 a day for that, right?
And
that's
then do you have a
$1,500
roundabout idea what kind of conversion you get on that? Because I get it.
Here's what I'm trying to tell you, Devin.
Right?
So what I'm trying to tell you is just forget like lifetime averages and all that shit.
Right.
Like right now in the last 30 days, I started running a campaign, let's call it 45 days ago, and I'm spending $50 a day, right? So do the math on that. I have a almost $400,000 contract in process. What do you guys make off 400,000?
Yeah. Well, what I was saying is that's $1,700 a month is what you're talking about. You got a 400K contract. At the end of the day, let's just say you only make, 1% on that. That's $4K. Half of it is going to cover the marketing costs. The other is your income. But more importantly, that's just one person that you're touching. And you want to be in front of people 11 months before they're going to buy anyways, because now they're not going to shop you because they know who you are. They trust you. They've been consuming your content. And you are actually like Apple to them at that point in time, right?
And that's the thing is like, there's so many like that. It's people, that's all they do is like when you're running an ad campaign for leads, like you're running one campaign, I see it all the time. Like let's put an ad out there and collect leads. At that point, you got to look on return on ad spend, right? When you start running these type of campaigns, you got to look at leverage. Like what is your hourly rate? Like I'm literally talking to people every day while I'm sleeping, while they're on the toilet. Like it doesn't matter. They're seeing my videos, right? So I think there's something to be said about that. And again, like pre-approvals, sent out 2 pre-approvals yesterday, right? One, the person has a high credit score, has over $100,000 in the bank and wants to buy a $400,000 house, right? We have another person that came in in the last 45 days that's negotiating a contract with his neighbor. Like just in the last 45 days, that's potentially two contracts that could end up closing in the next 30 to 60 days, right?
These guys didn't know you.
They didn't know me. But again, we're not here for that because I could sit here and go through how to do the advertising right to get people that truly don't know you. But the main thing is before you do any of that shit, you got to look at what I call the ACC. That's our sales process. And I think a lot of people don't understand this, but it's awareness, conversations, closing, right? The conversations, you can have conversations a million different ways. It's what's the mechanism, right? Is it calling people? Is it sending direct mail like Devin used to do? Is it running ads to a video and saying comment below? Because that's something that I haven't even mentioned. Like my top of funnel videos, those 5-minute videos that I briefly touched on a few minutes ago, people are commenting on them like crazy, right? Like I have multiple people that I'm talking to in the DM. That's a mechanism in that sales process. And the spin cycle, which is what the main reason we're here today, the retargeting of those retention audiences, because in that sales process, like fill in the blank, like there's some, pre-approval, application completed. Like I've seen people, because I run a high level agency, that have a pipeline with 30 stages, but at the end of the day, it's awareness, conversation, close. You could fill in all the middle stuff, but like you got to look at it like, where are the holes in the bucket, right? Like, are we not creating enough awareness? And then if we do create enough awareness, what happens after we create the awareness between having the conversation? What happens to those people? Then what happens after we have a conversation between then and closing? What happens to those people? Are we calling our pipeline often enough? Are our emails landing in an inbox? Are they going in the promotions? Are we set as spam? Is our text messages even going through? So that's the whole idea, is it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? Devin, you said $1,500, but like you can do $5 a day for as little as $5 a day, and that's $150
you
bucks
could
a
feed
month.
a starving family in Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
No, my bad, man.
No, but like right. Seriously, you could do as little. The
$150 a month.
That's it. The point of today's call is $150 a month to fill those gaps. The people who are aware, not taking the next step. The people that conversated, not taking the next step. The people who have closed and might be looking for their next deal. Right. That's the big thing.
Did you want to, did you want to show us something, or the conversation is great, man. The word I keep hearing from every single person that comes on the show is consistency. If you do, I talked to an agent that I'm going to talk to this Wednesday. There's 9 agents I'm going to talk to on Wednesday. And they said, we spend $1,000 on ads. We got nothing. Right.
Well,
because they want an instant deal, and they're not even, they're not even staying consistent with the people that know, like, and trust them, let alone some cold trying to turn a cold into a warm,
Well, that's the thing. And that's the thing. Like, there's so many different moving parts, but like, you got to go look at their Facebook profile. Like, what are the ads that they're running right now?
Right. I know.
Right. Like, here's the thing. Like, and I see this all the time. I'll share my screen if you want.
Sure.
Right. Okay. So like if we go to the Facebook ads library, right? All ads.
If you guys hit the green button to expand the zoom, you can see this better. If you're having a hard time seeing it.
Okay. So here's my Facebook page. Like here's ads, right? So like at any given point, like I create like this right here, I create blogs and then I run those, right? Create videos, top of funnel. So like it's super easy to build these different things out, but like just so we understand, right? Like we all talk about CRMs.
This is a CRM.
Like here's my ad, here's my ads, right? Here's my ads, and there's like some of the ads are like no longer active because again, I run ads and then they turn off after a certain period of time. Right? So like if I go into here audiences, like here's my audiences, right? Long form video views, 25% or more, website visitors, messages to my Acre page, to my Brad Brondt page, right? That like it just goes on and on and on. These are all a part of my audience. Engagers, this is personal. So you can see Brad Brondt personal, Brad Brondt Facebook engagers. Right. So like what I do is I build all these audiences and now I can actually retarget those audiences. We've all been retargeted, right? Like you go to buy a car and now all of a sudden you can't get the Toyotas out of your news feed. Yeah. But yet like for the mortgage business, like imagine if you were doing that to all the agents, that and all the closed clients and all that stuff. Like that's the goal here.
Are you running pixels on these two, Brad?
Well, pixel is that you put on your website.
Yeah. Right. So basically the pixel says, hey, the person came to me from Facebook and this one actually converted to a lead where this one doesn't. So you can feed that back to Facebook and let them know, I want more of these people, so they can actually go out and find those people for you and target them to you, right? That's the idea behind it.
Correct. Well, the pixel, there's different things. So like we do page view, right? And then we do what's called CAPI, which is conversion API. So like anytime a lead converts, we send that data. Now, I don't do it from a landing page. I don't put my pixel on a thank you page. I actually send conversion data And I send a lot of data so that it increases. There's an EMQ score. I'm not going to get into the weeds right now, but like,
Yeah, no.
basically, the more
super
data you
technical.
send to Facebook, the smarter your algorithm
Exactly.
becomes.
That's all I was
Right.
getting at.
So like, and that's the thing is like to do an ad, right? Do you guys want me to build an ad for you guys real quick?
Well, I'm going to throw this out there. Well, the answer is yes, they do. I'm going to throw this out there real quick. The whole idea behind that is if you're putting pixels out there and telling Facebook what you want versus what you don't want, their whole point is they want you to keep spending money on ads, right?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is they're going to go out and try to find more people that fit that exact identity that you loved, and they're going to put more of those people through your ads. So Facebook gets smarter with how the ads work as long as you're doing the back end work like Brad's doing here to tell them what you really want. They want more people, and they know all the data, right? Like they know everything about us at all given times, right? If you are a Facebook or Instagram, they know everything that you're doing. In fact, they know you're on this call right now. They are watching.
That's right. That's right. And listening.
Yeah. I mean,
And
yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing. I say this all the time. Like it's all AI. That's all everybody keeps talking about is AI. But every new week there's a new tool coming out. AI does a few things. It creates images, it creates videos, it creates content. That's it.
Yeah.
The first AI that most of us were introduced to is Facebook. Like there's a reason that things that you're interested in are getting served to you every day, but nobody and I say nobody, but I really mean just a high percentage of the people I talk to, real estate agents or loan officers, they don't take advantage of that for their own business. And if you start taking advantage and learning this stuff, because I hear it all the time, it's too technical. I don't want to do that. I'm old. Like whatever your excuses are, like then fall behind. You're going to get eaten, right? Like if you learn how to do some of this stuff, it's just it's a different, unique offer that you can make to real estate agents. Like I have a guy in my agency, Ian Anderson. Some of you guys might know him. Like I taught him how to run promotional ads for agents, and now he has agents paying him to run their ads. So not only has he built relationships from it, but they're actually paying for the ad spend. So you know what I mean? Like and that's like one of my mentors was like, hey, listen, dude, like just position yourself as a mini agency to realtors. You're literally offering them something nobody else can. Anybody can close their business, but if you can help them generate leads, they're gonna, it's reciprocity, right?
100%.
So let's just if you guys want, because it's 9:28, like, do you want me to
do it up, man.
launch an ad?
Do it. Well, I mean, don't. I mean, you have to launch it, but just show them in your system how easy it is.
Well, I'll just do it. It'll take. I mean, you guys have to watch me record a 60-second video just to show you how easy it is to do video that people kind of don't do.
Okay.
So like what I'll do is,
so you don't need a video to run an ad.
You don't like you have like
What
you could
would
put
you-
image. You could put like if I go to here, right? Like for my spin cycle, which is what I'm going to show you guys. Right. If I go here, like when I run ads, see, this is the other thing. People start off in the ad manager. What I do is I go to my page and I create different things, and then I use these things to promote. Right. So like I post here and then I promote, right? So like all of these are ads, right? That are running for a couple dollars a day, and they expire, but then I can go back in the future and look at which one's got the highest engagement and then use those in different places, top of funnel, whatever the case is.
Love it. Cool.
Right. So if I go in here just really quick, I don't know. The difference between an FHA loan and a conventional loan. Right. Send me a message if you have questions. Like I'm not like I would do something way better than this, but I'm just going to create a piece of content.
And you push it right from Go High Level to Facebook.
No, I don't do that. I'm gonna create an ad, and I'm gonna record the video and just create an ad, and it's gonna take like, because I want you guys to see this. Like we could talk concepts if that's what you guys want to talk, but I want to show you guys like how easy it is to create a video, post it on your page, and run an ad.
Brad, I was talking to somebody yesterday that is watching a guy close 10 non-QM loans per month, and all he does is go online and read the guidelines.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's all like, Scott, come on. Like, how long have we been saying this stuff? Like, you got to start doing video. It's 2026 and I'm still saying you got to start doing video. Like I had a 5-minute video running and this guy asked me like, "Hey, what AI are you using that video? It looked just like you." I'm like, "Cause it is me."
That's right.
The
Nobody
AI
knows
I'm
anymore.
using, the AI I'm using at the time was probably ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT AI and I tell it to write me a script, right?
Yeah.
And then what I do is I throw it. I like there's different platforms obviously, but I use here like in Webinar Fuse we have a standalone teleprompter, so it doesn't matter. There's Prompt Smart. There's a bunch out there, right? I don't even know if like what this looks like. Right, so I'll just put this up. Let me see if I have access to my camera.
I can you should. Although you're sharing your screen, so you might have to
It's all right. I got it.
Okay.
FHA versus conventional. Pick wrong, and you could pay mortgage insurance for the entire life of your loan. So let's do the math here. FHA is built for lower credit. You can get in with a 580 score and 3.5% down, but here's the catch. If you put down less than 10%, that insurance never comes off. It rides with you for the next 30 years. Conventional wants a stronger score, usually 620 and up, but the insurance drops off once you hit 20% equity. Gone. So it's not about which loan is better, it's about your score, your down payment, and how long you're staying. That's the whole thing. Send me a message if you've got questions and we'll figure out your number. Now, guys, like I would have done way better if I wasn't presenting in front of you guys.
You did great, man.
That was
But
great. Yeah.
so pick wrong, and you could pay mortgage insurance for the. All right. So basically, what I'm going to do here is here's my primary text. And then I'll go into Facebook to my page and I will do a post. All right. And then I'll
Load the vid.
add the video. Desktop. Here's my video. Next. Versus conventional. Pick wrong, and you could pay mortgage insurance for the entire life of your loan. So let's do the math here. FHA is built for lower credit.
That's crazy, man.
Right. So now it's going to post.
Yeah.
Now it's going to post my video. It's going to take a second.
Yeah.
Right. But what I do is in my ad manager. Right. We have a bunch of different campaigns you could see right here. So if I go to the spin cycle, right, I'll just run this in the feed. I'm not going to get into all the technical stuff, guys. I just want to show you how easy it is. So if I duplicate this, right, it's going to be in the original campaign. So what I do is I have different ad sets with different ads in each campaign. So I'm going to pick the original campaign. It's just one campaign. As you can see, here's all my ad sets. So this one right here, so I know like which ad it is. That's my ad set. And then what I'll do is just to kind of walk through this right here, this cap is the maximum number of times you want people to see your ads. So what I do is I set a cap that's one every 7 days. So that means when I have an audience of 18 to 22,000 people potentially, it's going to spread it across more of that audience. Now, this is a math number, right? So like if I'm paying say $4 for every 1,000 impressions, how much money do I need to spend to hit my entire audience? Right?
Gotcha.
It's 22 times 4. So if I spend $88, I'm going to increase the likelihood of everybody in this audience seeing this ad. Does that make sense?
Yep. Very cool.
All right, but what I do is I don't need everyone to see, like the algorithm knows who's engaged, this content, like the content tells Facebook what it's about, right? So what I do is I just do a $50 budget. Now, what you guys can do is say, okay, lifetime budget of $35, right? 7 times 5 is 35, right?
Gotcha.
So I'm going to start on today's date and I'm going to end, right? Today's the 21st. I'm going to end on the 28th. Right. Or the 27th, whatever. I'll just pick the 28th. That's roughly $5 a day. Agreed?
Yep.
All right. So I have all my audiences in here. So those audiences that I showed you guys really quickly, that I already have, because once I build out one ad set and campaign, like, or one ad set and ad, I can duplicate it. Right. So the only thing I'm doing is this is a square. It's a short video. So like I add my audience in here and then I come down and then I'm just running this in the feed. Right. That way
Gotcha.
it's not like off to the side or on audience now, all these different places. I want it to be in the feed so that people actually see it. Right.
Yeah.
So
Very
that's
cool.
kind of how I set it up. And then what I'll do is I'll go to this ad, right? And then I have different naming conventions. This HBR is stuff that's relevant to my home buyer readiness funnel. So for this, it's not relevant. It's not, I mean, it could, I guess it kind of could be, but right up here, like we have different headlines, FHA or conventional, don't guess. I'll just grab that, or I can use one of these hooks. It doesn't matter, right? Um, but like up here, when I go back to my ad, I'm just going to name this.
I mean, the beautiful point about picking hooks is you're going to catch somebody in the 18 to 22,000. It's like, I have a question about that. And that's the whole point behind this.
Correct. Well, see, and that's, I didn't want to spend it, but like normally with my videos, I have the hook on screen. That's why like in our content creator in here, it creates up here so you can look at the different hooks and test different hooks and stuff like that. But for purposes of this, like I feel like you just got to get started. So like you can play with all the extra stuff, but like I just want to get this out, and it doesn't matter because it's staying in front of people. Like if all they do is see my video and that's it, I'm top of mind. It's just one more touch point.
Top
Right.
of mind.
So
Exactly it.
now, like, this is the cool thing. Like, a lot of people, they'll create a whole new ad. Like, Facebook, I can't tell you how many people I show this to, and they're just blown, like, their mind's blown, like, they didn't know they could do this. So, use an existing post, right? I'm going to change the post right here, and then I'm going to grab the post I just made. Now, the thing about this, you guys ever see an ad and there's like a million likes on it? This is how they do it. They don't duplicate ads. People duplicate ads all the time. They don't. They just keep using the same post ID so they can continue running the same ad. And all it's doing is it's promoting the same post different places, different times of the year, whenever you want to do it. So all of the social engagement, if I run this ad and it's a killer, all that social engagement is going to be attached to the actual post on my business page, on my actual business page that I posted in front of you guys. So this is actually that post that I'm choosing. It's not a duplicate of it. So I'll pick that right there, hit continue. And now it pulls all the stuff and I can't change it because I'm not duplicating it. I'm actually using an existing post. Right. And then that's pretty much it. Like the ad's done.
Amazing, man.
Right.
Real quick, man, you mentioned a lot of people don't do this. And then, in addition to that, you said, hey, a lot of people don't know where this is, right? There are a lot of people that are maybe on the call that are going, man, I can't do this. This is way too technical. But Brad, don't you have like classes or videos or things that you're doing so that once they sign up and enroll, you're teaching them how to go in and build out these ad campaigns? Am I correct with that?
Yeah, so we have a training, like some of the names Scott mentioned in the beginning, Tony Taylor, Scotty Campbell, there's a bunch of them, but it's a premium version. It's thousands of dollars, but what we do is we build you a fully built website that connects to the vortex that I just showed you, that literally creates your YouTube videos, your blog posts, like everything. But we help you do all of this. We don't do it for you. If you like, I'll come cut your grass. Devin, you want me to come cut your grass? Just pay me the right amount. I'll be there. Right. Fly me out there. I'll do it. Like, but here's the thing, like that teach a man to fish thing. Like, what am I doing for you if I do it for you? And I can't really do it for you because I still, at the end of the day, I'm going to be calling you going, hey, Devin, where's your videos at, man? Where's your videos at? Like this whole approach is running paid advertising using the approach that you would do your organic stuff with. Right. And I can't do that. Like, that's the thing. Yeah. I only want to work like this is, if you're not calling realtors and you're not calling your database and you're not generating leads through that type of stuff, this is not for you. Don't even do it. You're wasting your time. This is an amplifier, right? So that when you're calling, you're like, I keep seeing your videos. Or after you call and you say, hey, come to my webinar, I'll send you the thing. And they hit the landing page, but don't opt in. Now they're now seeing your stuff, right? You got to be doing that stuff. So like to Devin's point, like if you guys want to schedule a call with me, it's if you're serious. I'll throw a link in the chat.
Yeah, you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to chime in because I'm one of those people that's doing this, and um, it's like I wanted to yell a couple times, like, oh my gosh, you have no idea what he's showing you right there, like the content, and like I am not technical, I'm a mortgage person, and but I've I've really like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid and I'm doing it, and it's freaking amazing. Like,
Kathleen, you've
um,
got leads coming in, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
you were
like
saying this weeks ago.
but like Brad was just saying, while you're sleeping, like, I'll get a ding on my phone and it says, appointment booked. And like
Wow.
it's such a good
Wow.
feeling, And of course
Yeah.
there's gonna be like, there's gonna be crappy leads, but I just pre-approve someone who is ready to buy. And then with the ad thing, and I didn't even tell Brad this, I don't think, but like someone in my area saw it, and she scheduled an appointment. She just graduated college. She's ready to buy. And so she scheduled an appointment yesterday, and like I know she didn't watch my webinar. I think she just saw
Saw
one
some
of the
stuff.
targeted, yeah.
Didn't know you.
It,
Had no idea who you were. Just booked an appointment.
no, she does know me. She does
Okay.
know me,
Okay. Okay.
but
You were there at the right time.
she probably wouldn't have gone with me
Yeah.
if I wasn't, she didn't see I wasn't top of mind. And I just want to say, like, that I'm sure all that stuff Brad just showed everyone, like, you're like, holy fuck, I could never do this. But
Yeah.
he has a whole university of webinars, and I watch them and I learn from that, and then we do a class every week we meet. So it's there, everything's there for you to be able to do this, even if you have like very little, technical skill and whatever. He breaks it all down. And if you just, it's just like school. If you pay attention or whatever, you're going to do really,
Correct.
really well.
Correct. Yeah. Good
Um,
point. Good
and I
point.
use the webinar, that teleprompter too, because I was afraid to do video, and that's been a lifesaver for me, because the scripts are great. Sounds like you're talking, and then you just do the teleprompter. And so I would highly recommend um setting up a call with Brad. And if you want a testimonial, or whatever, you want to learn from someone that's actually doing it too, that
Yeah. Good
has no
stuff.
clue otherwise, wouldn't have a clue otherwise. I'm happy to talk to anybody.
Love it. Thanks, Kath.
Kathleen's doing like Kathleen, you are not, first of all, she was like one of the first subscribers to Cerberus way back when, right? Like 3 years ago. And she didn't even log in for like a year and a half. She just kept paying me because she's apparently she's one of my biggest fans.
Yeah.
She finally got,
Because I love Brad's hair.
He's got
when I have it.
I know, yeah.
But she finally got involved. She finally got involved, and now she's doing YouTube videos. She's got blogs posting on her website. Like, she's paid everything I can sell her at this point, other than me cutting her grass. Like, she's bought everything, but she's got a website that she's posting blogs to, and YouTube videos, the whole nine. Like,
and people think I'm like an expert. It's so funny. It's good.
Well, because you are. You're in the top 1% of doing stuff that nobody will do. I mean, that's the whole point behind this, is that, like, who cares how you are on video? You are who you are, but they get to see you, feel your passion, your inspiration. Like, people like, man, I wish I could be her.
Well,
like
that's good point, because Brad is like, just, when I was getting said, just do that video, and like, it's gonna suck. You're gonna suck. You're gonna, and whatever, but just do it. And then the next one's better, and the next one's better, and then you don't care anymore. You're just like, I want to get this out. I'm not redoing
isn't
it
that
again.
how anything works, right? Like, when we were first learning to walk, didn't we fall down multiple times before we were able to walk, right? Like, that's the nature of anything. We're going to suck at it until we don't, right? We just got to do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
I just think, I guess, our testimonial to Brad, man, like, he's pushing forward as well as a lot of us are. And if you're not pushing forward and not learning some of this stuff to separate yourself from the competition, you're going to get left behind in a big way, in a bad way, especially with AI. AI is going to make, AI is taking over. And so this staying relevant, staying visible, staying real is what's going to separate you from anybody that's trying to use AI and replace themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, at the end of the day, like I heard this the other day, and I just it went with everything. I like resonated so much that I just the way they said it, I've been saying it forever, but she said we're in a trust recession.
Yes.
So we're in. Like everybody, like now it's all they do is post AI shit. Like we need to be like we've never had an opportunity this big. Like you guys just want, and I did this just for proof how easy it is. Like Kathleen just said, Brad said, just do the video. Just do the video. I just did a video in front of you guys. One take, posted it, done. What did AI do for me? Today I did two things. It helped me with the script, and it's going to be that little thing working the Facebook algorithm to put that in front of the right people. That's it.
That's it.
Right? You know, so but like
you get the script through the video. You don't even need to run ads. Just put up video. You're going to have more opportunity because people are going to see you and hear you talk. But like that's the first step. Like you said, if you're not doing the basics, don't do this.
It's just crazy. Like what, because to Devin's point, right? The advertising, Devin, you said, what's your return on ad spend, right? The way I was taught this is there's two lists. There's your invisible list and there's your tangible list, right? So when you say return on ad spend, it's the people in your database, but there's a life cycle to actually remember that larger market formula, the 60% that are unaware. Then there's 20% above that, and there's 17 above that, and then there's the 3% which are actively like trying to make a decision right now, and that's who we all go after, right? But there's something to be said. Like I have these videos I'm running, right? And this campaign, I've spent a total so far of, let me see, this engagement campaign I'm running, I've spent, how much have I spent? $198. Okay.
And you got 3 or 4 deals from it.
Yeah. Well, I have multiple people I'm talking to, but I want to show you something because I don't need deals yet. I don't need emails yet because then I'm going to become the used car salesman. I'm going to position myself as a used car salesman and market the shit out of them because that's what my CRM is built to do. But here's what what most people don't understand is that invisible audience, right? So this campaign is $198 I spent, right? There's 4 ads in here, right? One is just built for retargeting, but I want to show you something cool that I think is important to understand, right? These videos, so if I go to one of these videos and hit preview, right? It's a 4-minute and 35-second video, right? Now, Jessica G, she's actually one of my past clients and a friend of mine. This video alone has 52 comments, probably a bunch of likes, 25 shares. Wow. Okay. Wow. That video is in this campaign, right? This engagement campaign that I've spent $198 on so far. But I think this is where this really works because these are 4 to 6 minute videos. And if you look here, I've had 567 people watch me speak for at least a minute. 195 people watch the entire video. 95 people watch me talk for 5 minutes. And I spent $198. So that's what you got to think about, guys. Is like you're sitting there calling people to talk to them. Well, I just showed you how I spent $198 to have 95 5-minute conversations with people who might not know who the hell I am. And then now my conversations bring them in and my spin cycle hits them. And now they're going to see me for the next forever as long as they're engaged.
Which is exactly what Alex does, Neil Dinger does, Grant Cardone does, all the same thing. When you stop on his video, he's got you. Yeah. And that's what Brad's doing.
It's what the big boys do. I mean,
Brad, man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you like always. Love your energy, love your passion, love how you're helping people change. Keep us in business, man. Stay ahead. Get up at 3, man. If you're not getting up at 3, let me know. I'll send you some coffee or something.
4:30, man.
All right. Okay. All right.
I went to sleep at midnight last night. 4:30. Okay. I need at least 4 hours of sleep.
All right.
You know.
All right. Fair enough. All right, guys. I hope you got some today. I appreciate you guys being here. Love you. We'll see you same time. We got Sean coming up on Thursday. He's got a really cool class for us. Super excited about that. So we'll see you Thursday, same time, same place. Have an amazing day, everybody.
Devin's taking us out, isn't he? Where's that song?
There he is. He's back. He's back.
Let's do it, man. So this track goes out to Brad's daughter.
Lennon Brondt.
Man, all you guys out there,
I'm on vacation every single day because I love
this is how we gotta live, right?
Hey.
And with Brad's technology, you can be on vacation and love your occupation because it's going to do all the work for you, right? That's what it's all about. So, hey, we'll be back here Thursday. Brad, maybe you'll come back and see us. We'd love to